Hello, in this lesson I want you to find the value of the trig functions for an acute angle. I want you to use the trig functions to find the side lengths and angle measures of right triangles. So vocabulary we're going to come across is trig, trigonometry, a trig function, sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent, the reciprocal function, inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent, angle of elevation, and angle of depression. So we have a lot of vocabulary here because it's the first lesson of this new unit, which is pretty much the entire chapter from geometry. So we're going to do a review of the entire chapter of geometry in one lesson is pretty much what we're going to be looking at here. First off, remember SOHCAHTOA from geometry. Sine of an angle is the opposite over the hypotenuse. The cosine of an angle is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Tangent of an angle is opposite over adjacent. Now we have the reciprocal functions, which means I'm just going to flip them upside down. The reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So instead of doing opposite over hypotenuse, I'm going to do hypotenuse over opposite. The reciprocal of cosine is secant, so that's a hypotenuse over adjacent. And the reciprocal of tangent is cotangent, so that's adjacent over opposite. So let's take a look at example 1. I want to take a look at angle G, and I want to find the 6 values of the 6 trig functions for G. So I'm going to start here with the sine of G. Well, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So if I look at my triangle here, 40 is my hypotenuse, isn't it? And then if I'm looking at angle G, the one that's opposite it is 24. So I'm going to say 24 over 40, which if I can reduce that, because I notice 4 goes into both of them, I will get, actually 8 goes into both of them, doesn't it? So I'll divide by 8, so I get 3 over 5. So the sine of angle G is 3 over 5. Let's do the cosine of angle G. Well, the cosine of angle G is going to be the adjacent over the hypotenuse, or 32 over 40. Because 32 is my adjacent to angle G. Well, if I divide, once again, this time I'll divide both by 8. 32 divided by 8 is 4. And 40 divided by 8 is 5. So I get 4/5. And then if I do the tangent of angle G, the tangent of angle G is going to be the opposite over the adjacent. So it's going to be 24 over 32. And I'll divide by 8 again. 24 divided by 8 is 3. And 32 divided by 8 is 4. Now, let's do, I'm going to change pen colors here. Let's do the reciprocal functions. So the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So the cosecant of angle G is going to be 5 over 3. I just flip it upside down from sine. Secant of angle G is going to be 5 over 4. I just flip it. And then the cotangent of angle G is going to be 4 over 3. And there's our answer.